Okay, we're going to do a bit of stretching, a bit of calisthenic stuff and some Pilates. So first of all, we're going to start on the mat wide, come to one, just warming up really slowly through. Sam, do you mind changing the music to something relaxed? Okay, now slightly deeper as we go to warming up those hips. You can get wider and deeper. Perfect. That's it, wider, deeper. You can raise the foot off if you need to get that stretch. Okay, so we're gonna come over to this side and we're gonna push down, and then we're coming to the other and just push down. We're gonna turn the bodies back like this and pushing through that, opening up through that hip. We're then going to open towards that leg that's bent. Funky Pilates music. Yep. Coming back, coming into that plank position and holding there, just warming up through the shoulders. Back into downward dog. Other leg comes forward, pushing into that leg. And then opening up. Coming back down, pushing in. Foot comes behind. We come into the downward dog, pushing in to that back foot. I'm just going to walk forward a little bit, pushing into that back foot. Then we bring the leg up and down, pushing in and down, making sure you're pushing back, relaxing through the shoulders. Last one, hold, pushing back and release. See how you're pushing back, you get that nice hip flexor, push back in together. We bring the other leg up for one. You guys have got great range. Nine, 10, push back, push in. And coming back down into downward dog, into plank, dropping into a child's pose. Holding to that child's pose for a while. Sorry, I'm slipping in these. Yeah, holding to child's pose. We come over into back extension. Back into child's pose. Left hand comes underneath the right. Try and walk them out because they're trying to open up through the back here. Really opening up. We switch to the other side as we open up through the back. All right, coming over onto the back, we're going to do a little bit of core work. Okay, legs come up into tabletop position. Okay, everyone, okay? Cool. Now as we hold here, please don't change the angle of the knee, just the angle of the hip as we drop down. Core and tight. Core nice and tight. And switch to the other side, keeping this leg in tabletop. Can you turn it down slightly just in case? I'm so nervous we're going to get cut off YouTube. Thank you. Okay, now we're interchanging. Thank you. Core nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. Hold into tabletop. One leg down, other leg down, into a big stretch. Breathe in and out as you come up into that roll up and out. Breathe in and out. In and out. Tummy on nice and tight. Breathe in and out. You come down, tummy tight. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Thanks for cleaning up. Breathe in and out. Last one. Coming up for one last one. Breathe in and out. Holding here. Arms come behind the head. Out to the side. And we come through. It's going to be back a little bit, guys, sorry. Flexing through the feet. Hands out to the side. We flip the hands into supine. Yeah. And then we're going to come from to one side. Stretch. Back to center. Center. Chest up nice and high. That nice thoracic rotation, making the core work nice and hard to keep you straight. So we breathe out. Keep that going. Keep the feet nice and flexed, keeping your balance. Core nice and tight. Back to center, making sure, if you can see, that your chest is open. We don't want the arms collapsing in on each other like this. We want to keep them pushed back. So the thumbs are pushing behind. We hold here, we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold. We come across the body, down into the saw. We come up, open, center. Across the body, up, open, center. Breathe out. In, open, center. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Back to center, out. See the fatigue that's coming through the shoulders. It's exactly what we're wanting. Back to the other side, breathe out. Really push in, up, open, center. This side we're gonna hold for a little bit longer. So hold, push, keeping this sit bone on the floor. Up, open, center. Other side, push, really push. Come up. Open, center. Bring the hands down, bring the legs in for a stretch and release of those hip flexors. Okay, we're going to come back onto the back for some chest lifts. Now with your chest lift, you want to make sure tummy is on nice and tight, okay? So bring belly button to spine, feel the belly button to spine, feel the neutral spine. So this is, see, we don't want this gap. We want a nice neutral spine here, okay? So feel that into the mat. Bring the belly on nice and tight. Interlace the hands, put them at the back of the head, just near where the neck is. And we breathe in and out as we lift the chest. Breathe in and out and lower. Breathe in and out. Lift, breathe in, out, lower. You've got this. In, out, lift, breathe in, out, lower. See Sam, breathe in and out, and lift, hold, in, out, lower. This time we bring in the arms. Breathe in, out, lift, arms come over, pull yourself up higher. And we're gonna pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come behind the head. Breathe in, breathe out, and lower. Feet come into tabletop. We breathe in and out and lift. We rotate to one side as the leg comes out. We rotate to the other side. So it's just this rotation to the side, but we are keeping our chest nice and open as we do it. Nice and slow, controlled movement. Breathe out. In, out. In and out. Keep that going. And out. In and out. One more on the side. Legs come back into tabletop. Hands come over. We pulse again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come down into a stretch. Really pushing through. One leg comes up into tabletop and into straight. We are pulling as a hamstring pull. One leg goes pushed into the floor, the other is pulled into a nice stretch. Chest comes up. Let's go for 1, 2, switch. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. And in. Keep going. For 3, 2, 1. Legs come up together. Pull yourself up. Chin to chest, giving yourself a nice stretch through the back. Legs come into tabletop. We go behind. Now we're coming up into 100 prep. So breathe in and out. Breathe in, out, lower. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out, and lower. Keep that going. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out, in, and breathe out. Okay, we're gonna go into the 100. So with the 100, you can put your legs out into this position or you can hold them as they were. It's really up to you how you wanna do the 100, okay? So let's go. And for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. In. Breathe out. In. Hold a little bit longer. Breathe out. In. We're nearly there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Legs come into tabletop. You can bring your legs down into a nice big stretch. We're gonna come over onto the front of the body to give our tummy a nice stretch after that hammering. Okay, one side to the other, come back into child's pose. Okay, grab yourself a drink. All right, we're gonna come, we'll do some plank work on our front for a while, and then we'll move into doing some leg work. So for this one, what we wanna try and do is keep our back. I tend to do this, it's not good. Keeping up like that is what we want. But as I do this, sometimes I get tired and I go into an anterior pelvic tilt. We want to keep a nice neutral spine. So that's the goal in this. You'll see me, I always do it. I try not to, but I always do it. So what we're doing is we're holding nice and tight and firm through here, making sure this leg is pushed in. We bring one leg out, and we want to bring it back in, and then out. We want to squeeze through the glutes as we do that. Squeeze, push. Try and keep that back nice and straight. Three. Core on tight, bring the belly button to spine. 2. 1. And then we come out to the side for 1. 2. 3. We're going to 5. 4. On the 5, we're going to hold it for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into center. Push it out and in. We're moving to the other side. Really try and keep belly button to spine. We don't want to have that like tummy switch off because this is a core movement and we'll get more stability as our core's on tight. All right, so let's go. Come in. Really push out through the toes and the fingers. Last one. We come out for 10 to the side, back to center. Hold through the core for balance, back to center. Last one, we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back into center and down. Come into child's pose, just to give that back a rest. Go through the wrists a little, because we're going to keep using them as a front hold, coming into a plank. Okay, so this plank can be done if you need to on your elbows, if your wrists are too sore, and you can hold a plank and walk out. We're going to hold into a standard plank, and we're going to have a front pull, but we're doing it on alternate legs. So front pull is this one, back. Then we're using the other leg. Okay? So we're just keeping those alternate legs moving. Okay, let's go. We're doing 8 on each side. Keep that core nice and tight. Make sure the bum's down. Better. Last one. We come down onto our elbows to give our shoulders a break. We're going to step out for 1, 2. Now, if you want to go onto your knees to have a break, please do. One more each side. Then you hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Come back into a stretch. Now, does anyone have a booty band? If you do, you can grab one now. I'll give you a bit of time, grab a drink, grab a booty band. Should have told you that before. Sam packed mine up, I'll be back. All right, super helpful. Healthy helper 10. We're gonna put our booty bands around our ankles. Just to start with, I'll just move back a little. Okay. Now I want you to try, for this movement, we want to try and come into a squat position. So often when we do these booty band walks, people are kind of doing them like this. Although it works your abductors, it's not really helping with your glutes, and that's what we want to try and work here. If you don't have a booty band, you actually don't really need one, because this is your option without. Okay? So you don't need it if you don't have it. But we're going to try. Here we go. Let's go for 1, 2, 3. We're going back. Keep going. Feel that nice burn. So this is roughly how low you want to be. Yeah. Get lower. One more this side, and then one more that side. One more this side. And come up. Okay, you can keep your bands where they are. If you want to, you can take them off. We're just going to do a few squats. So we're coming down. I'm going to take mine off, it's annoying. But it's up to you guys what you want to do. Last one. We hold at the bottom for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Stretch it out because we're going to do that all again. You're welcome. It's Saturday morning, guys. I'm sure we had a big night last night. Pizza, a few wines. Not me. I had the most amazing pink gin and soda with a bit of lime. It was so good. All right, let's go again. Okay. Get lower. So good. Got one more on either side after this one, so one more this way, one more this way. Come up, lose the band. Straight into squats. Okay, let's go. And we hold down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up and stretch. Pushing through, stretching through the hip flexor. Other side. We're going to come into some balance work using a balance hinge movement. We've done this a few times before. So all we're doing is the leg comes up and we come over and then we come back up again. Okay, it's nice, slow and controlled. We'll do 8 on this side and then 8 on the other side. Okay, so we're going to try and spread the foot so that you have a complete kind of tripod foot, which means that the front part of your foot counts as 1, 2, 3. Spread your toes. It'll give you more stability. Core nice and tight. We want to focus on pushing out with the fingers, out with the toes. Okay, let's go. Nice and slow and controlled. Two more. Last one. Hold here. Push out, and coming back up. Other leg. If you're having trouble with balance, you can actually, for next time, or if you're doing these at home on your own, grab a broomstick and you can hold on to that, or you can just put something near you to hold on to. But it's really good balance, and especially keeping that core nice and tight. Let's go to the other side. 2 more. Last one, we're going to hold out for a bit. Last one, push out, push, and coming down, coming to a nice deep stretch here. One side to the other. Okay, grab yourself a drink. We're going to come into a Pilates push-up. So I'll just quickly demonstrate the difference between a Pilates push-up, just to standard. It's just you're coming down, nice and slowly with soft knees. You're walking the hands out for 1, 2, 3. That's your push-up position. Now you can drop your knees here for your push-up, or we then push back. It's almost like into a downward dog. The hand comes in 1, 2, 3, and then coming up. Now, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can just try and walk out. It doesn't matter if you get more than 1, 2, 3, but just give it a go. We're going to do a series of these. Each time we do push-ups, we'll be doing 1, then 2 push-ups, then 3, then 4, then 5, okay? All right, let's go. Breathe in and out, slowly coming down the legs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, hold in plank. Always slow. 1 push up, push back. Hand comes in for 1, 2, 3. Slowly coming up, roll through the shoulders. Let's go again, breathe in. And out, coming down slowly. Hands, 1, 2, 3. We're doing 2 push-ups. 1, 6. Pushing back. Hands coming in for 1, 2, 3. Into this position and coming up again. 3 push-ups, breathe in. And out, slowly coming down. Slow and controlled through the core. 1, 2, 3. 3 push-ups. Slow and controlled push-ups. Pushing back. We come in for 1, 2, 3. And down for 4 push-ups. 1, breathe out as you come up. 2, nice and slow and controlled. 3, 4, hold, push back. Last one, coming down for 5 push-ups. Hold here for 5. Slow and controlled, hold into plank, push back, pushing back, hands coming for 1, 2, 3, slowly coming up, roll through the shoulders, coming back down onto the mat. Is that okay? I know people aren't a huge fan of those push-ups, but I quite like them, I don't know why. Okay. So we're coming into some glute work again. We're going to rise up through with that pelvic tilt, get that nice pelvis working. Making sure the knees are even, the toes are even, pushing through as you come up into a bridge. Breathe in and out, slowly coming down again. Articulating the spine onto the mat. Peeling the spine off the mat as you come up. Breathe in and out, slowly coming down again. Breathe out, slowly coming up. We hold into this position, we bring one leg up. We touch down and up. Keeping this up nice and high. Two, 1, we hold here, coming back down, and we do the other side. and hold here. Now just readjust, making sure knees are nice and even. You've got your glutes on tight. Now you can continue with the bent knee, or you can come into a straight leg. We point down, flex. Tummy on nice and tight. And hold. Back down, we move to the other leg. Nice and strong through the glutes. Strong through, these are glutes, Karen. Core and glutes, strong. One. Flex, point. Last one. Come back, down. Hold here. Okay, we're going to pulse for 10. No, not pulse, normal. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold. Now bring this leg up, fold it over this leg, and flex. Can you see that? We come down, push back up, nice and high, pushing that knee out. Down, hold. Down, hold. Couple more. Last one, we hold here, push that out. Slowly come down, putting that down, the other leg comes over. Okay, we come up and down, making sure this leg is pushing out. You want to push through that knee, so you're opening up that hip for that really good stretch. Squeeze through the glutes. Two more. Last one, hold here, push it out. Coming down, bring your legs in for a cuddle and come up. Rolling like a ball. Are we ready? Okay, nice straight through the back, pointed through the toes, arms on nice and tight, curve through. We come down and up. And down, coming up, hold, hold, one more, hold, come into open leg rocker. Open leg rocker, happy for you to hold like this too, because I kind of go between that and a full open leg. Okay, are you ready? Hold. Oh wow, hold. You got to get your balance, right? Hold. Hold. Couple more. Last one. Come up and hold. Oh, I'm going back down again. Come up and try and hold in that position. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come in for a stretch. Pushing over into that opening, those adductors that are nice and tight. Okay, let's go into some back extension work. Just grab a drink quickly. You don't have to grab a drink, I just drink so much during exercise. All right, coming onto our mat. Now, what we're gonna do is a swan dive press. What this looks like, you've done this with me before, is the hands by the chest, but the body, upper body is coming up on its own as you breathe in. When you can't come anymore, you push up. Then as you come down, the legs come up, see? And then you breathe in, and you're coming up, can't come anymore, push up. So we're like rocking backwards, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go. Breathing in as we come up. Let's go, so breathe in. On your own. When your hands need to take over, let them. And now, pushing up and hold. Breathe in and out as you come down. Legs come up high, squeeze through the glutes, squeezing, breathe in. Breathe in. And legs come up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep the glutes on nice and tight. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, now we're going to do a similar one, but we're going to come up, holding together as we come up, as we breathe in. Okay, let's breathe in for 3. Let's go. Breathe in. 2, 3, release. We're holding for 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, release. We're holding for 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, release. We're holding for 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. We breathe in for 8. Really extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And release. Coming over into child's pose for a stretch. Okay, just going to finish off with some stretching. So first off, we want to try and just bring that leg in, push that leg down, and we're going to reach over to this leg, and this arm is going to come up and over, and we're going to push up through the shoulder. The aim with this movement is to try and get a stretch through here, as well as through the hamstring. And we're going to go to the same on the other leg, making sure this is pushed down, come over, pushing up through that shoulder. All right, I'm going to come up into a stretch for the hip flexor. Now what we're going to do is step out as far as what you want to step out. And what we're going to do is press into that knee at the back for 5 counts. All right, so really push down into that knee, which means that these will all be activated. All right, are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. This is our release. Okay, let's go again. Push into that knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Now stretch through that hamstring. If you can walk your foot out further, go nuts. Okay, here we go. Pushing into that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Really flex through that. This is our last one. Okay, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, let's move to the other side. Coming out as far as you can. Pushing down into that knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Same again. Come out further if you can. Pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. This is all about just increasing that flexibility, dynamic movements. Pushing down. Again. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in. Okay, last one, pushing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, coming over into this stretch. Flexing through that foot. Pushing that knee out. Nice glute stretch. Let's switch to the other side. Okay, upper body. We're just going to stretch behind. Good old fave. Pushing out in front. And behind. And in front. And behind. Okay, just the neck. Final up. Okay, so with the neck just coming around and over, try to look behind the shoulder and down, around and over. Another way. Feels so good. Okay, now we're just coming chin to chest. Then look above. Get that stretch out through here. Chin to chest. And final. And there you go. We are done. I'm just going to stop the recording.